Welcome back everybody into the recap of day 7 of my FTMO challenge, as you already know if you follow the previous videos. And what we are seeing is exactly the path of gold from today. Just clean a little bit, and as you can see, this one was exactly the path of gold. You can see, just doing a price recap, we see that from all London session we had a bullish trend, we had pre-New York bearish, bouncing somewhere 1925-ish, making a double bottom, small bullish push during the first couple of hours of New York, retracing, having a pullback, and in the late New York finding exactly the same PSA to find a bounce continuation up. This one is, of course, this is the last 3-4 hours, and as you can see, the price was, yes, trending bullish, not with much volume, not with much clear trend, but indeed it was bullish. As a recap of today, I have a few important points. The first one is that I traded very few. I only took 2 trades, and we're going to see them straight away. These one are not the trades that I took, these one are the setups that I found afterwards during London session, because London session I was not on the charts, and as you can see, what we can see here, it was a clear pre-London push, bullish push, finding confirmation, retest, and then this candle closing well above the previous PSA after grabbing some liquidity and giving us a very nice push, 30 pips till here. And after this pin bar over here, we had another push, and not a real entry here, but multiple entries in this little wedge that was created. So this wedge gave you all the informations that you needed to have that the price was going to continue bullish. Absolutely. Look at the price stopping here, but all the small higher lows being printed, this candle closing bullish, this candle closing above your PPL, and then giving you the confirmation to enter possibly more buys to go without a single issue to your TP. Maybe taking like 40 minutes, but indeed the price was going bullish. So after 10 minutes, you are already with the stops at break even, so there's no need to even worry about your trade anymore. And it ends up going to 1935 flat. And first couple of the 2 trades, I don't want to spoil it. 2 trades I took today. This one was doing New York, price was trending bearish, as you can see, trend rejection at these previous lows, closing below the PPL and the hourly price action. I didn't enter here, but what I found was this retest, breakdown, retest, candle close. I entered here. Yes, these 1, 2, 3, 4 candles were not the prettiest one, but there was no reason to exit early, especially as you see, this candle was here, but it didn't close at the PPL. It closed after a rejection that could have absolutely possible be a red candle, another red candle to continue after this liquidity, getting a sort of double top at the PPL and continuation down. So absolutely fine with this full loss. And the second loss was small afterwards. As you can see, rejection. I see exhaustion from buyers exactly at this PSA. Let me show you here. Here, as you can see, and have this line will work even here, and was quite a few important PSA before. You have this reaction exactly here, same bias. I took my entry, which was part of the plan. Absolutely, absolutely fine. What I did compared to this trade was not letting it go to full stop loss. That's what. That's because here. Okay. What first mistake was I was watching this one candle, two candles. Okay. This very next candle closed was bearish, was bullish, but closed weak. This one, I was watching it and I told myself I will wait to see the candle close, but last few seconds was pushing bullish, so I thought it would go to my stop loss. So I exited partials to reduce my loss around here, but it ended up closing here. So if I just waited a few seconds, I could have either took partials here or not taking them at all, or maybe afterwards. That is because, as you can see here, I took the last part of my position, basically break even, because it's not what I want to be in a trade doing New York times and having these candles. I want these strong candles when I'm in my trade. So I absolutely loved my manager of trade. Mainly one thing was this candle. I should have waited for the candle to close, as I was thinking about doing, but just a little bit of fear, scare. I took my partials right around here with a small loss. Yes, as you can see, this one was a full 15 pips loss, and we're going to see the difference in the amount of euros of difference between this loss, the first one, and the second one. It's very, very nice. And as you're going to see, this one, first loss was full 35 euros loss. The second one, 8 euros partials taken at 9 pips of loss, 0.1 and 0.15 basically break even, 1-2 pips of profit. And look this difference. This one is 6 euro of loss compared to a full 35 euros of loss. So very, very well managed trade. Today 43 euro loss, which brings the total to minus 123, which is minus 1.2% of the overall challenge of the 10,000 euros. But let's see, why didn't I take any other trades? First of all, up until here, I was still bearish, because if here I get this candle, I can consider entering sells again, like this one. The point is, I didn't trust the huge volatility, huge. Even here, I was watching the markets here, but look how this is a bullish trend with this many bearish candles. Where do you enter? Even if you enter here, you have to have this drawdown. Then it goes up and then it goes down. It's not what I want. Yes, you can find the perfect spot. You enter here and you go immediately, or maybe you enter here and you just stay there and wait but it was not for me. It was not good. So I think I got out. I was watching the market around here. So I said, no, this one looks nice, a nice entry, but it's not because it's still counter trend. Now the trend is bullish. This one is just the first sign of rejection. So for me, it's no entry. Possibly this one, or maybe this one. So if it was not that volatile, this one would have been a nice entry. Because we are now below the previous, you can see, we are now below the last higher lows. The only thing is that it went like, yeah, would have been like 22 pips, enough to bring your stops to break even, so get taken out at break even. But as you can see, this is a huge volatility, huge volume, and especially volatility. And as you can see, afterwards, again, goes bearish, but where, why, how? The only thing is, of course, I was not in the charts anymore. You see the reaction here, which is basically the same area. So you need to zoom out and say, okay, maybe you're here. Say you're here. Okay, we had this bullish run, we had this pullback, new high printed. This is a new, this was the previous higher high, higher low, new higher high. Now, unless we break below the last higher low, which is this one, we are still in an overall high time frame bullish trend, which can result here and then continue up. But as you can see, I'm not an expert of this PSA price action. So yes, you can start saying, okay, I have this reduction, I will never enter here. So, but let's say if I see now that the price is bouncing, where is it? Here. Okay, I have a retest. You can either give me a retest here, or we wait for my PSA. This is very aggressive. If I get here, I might consider entering. Let's see. I don't know where is the exact possible entry. Okay, as you can see how volatile it is. Now you start thinking, okay, this is a good confirmation for sells. So when do you know that is good confirmation for buys? That's what I didn't like today. This is a good confirmation for continuation sells. I don't know if it will take me out. No. One candle goes back into profit, and then you go into profit. Let's say, let's find if we have another opportunity. Here, this candle. Here, tips. Let's see. Much better trend. This candle pin bar is giving you confirmation and is going up, not without any whipsaw. Here you have a first rejection. See if you can have other entry. This one can be possible entry. Let's see. Okay, this one goes, I think, to 20 pips. 20 pips and then stopped out at break even, possibly. Look at the size of the candles here. Look at the difference. Look at this PSA, which I think was also the previous highs. All the candles not a single candle can close strong here. Not a single one. All are leaving a wick on top. It's clearly that there's a sort of either slowing down, like here, slowing down and then continuation, or a reversal. But absolutely, you don't know. But you understand that now the market is pausing for a little bit. Do we take this entry? First bounce of the level. We can even take this further confirmation. See, quite messy. You don't get, it's very volatile. It ends up going. Okay, it goes to your first TP, which is absolutely good. But look how messy the price action is. And yeah, that's it for the replay. Then it's just, here is more aggressive. This is the trend that I want to do in New York. For example, break, retest, entry. Even here, or even here, look, clear, break, retest, entry. Here, break, retest, entry. Here. That's what I want in my perfect market. And you might see already that now I have dated my PPL indicator, and now I have double the amount of PSAs, which are going to be my entry point. As you can see, already giving us the information here for possible entries. Break, retest, break, retest, break, retest of the level. Not always 100%, but look, reaction at the level, and the reaction at the level, reaction at the level. Look here. The second news is that due to the fact that Bitcoin is not trending much, I started looking into GJ, which I had already the PPLs for it. And as you can see, when it's trending as well. London session was crazy, trending. Already did my backtesting with all the entries at the PPLs. Here, here, here. Not a random, just at the PPL with a shift in bias. Starting to take buys. Here, this one, buy. Over the here, break retest, buy. Absolutely amazing. And these are the news. So as a recap, remember that today I was down 40 euros in a couple of trades, especially mainly in one, and down overall 1.2%. Till day 7, I still have until the 12th of April to finish this challenge. So I have left 1, 2, 7, 7, 12, 1, 2, 5, 10, 12, 14 days left trading this FTMO challenge. But this is it, guys, for today. See you next time.